All right, so I had a few questions regarding the investigation growth of the Koch curve. And so you'll notice I put in a few links, but the Koch curve is a fractal, and you can find out a little bit about what a fractal is at the link I circled right here. So we've got this specific fractal happening, and what's happening with our fractal is whenever we have a stage increase, we are taking a third of the size. So stage 0 is this stage where we just have a flat line, and then from stage 0 to stage 1, what happens is I can draw this too. So stage 0 has a distance of 27, stage 0, and stage 1, what happens is we break it into thirds. So I've got 9, 9, and 9. But we get this point that happens that also have distances of 9. So if I look at this all together, I now have 4 segments. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're each 9 units in distance. So 4 times 9 units means that I have a total length of 36. So if we are filling in our table, ta-da, here's a table. I've got 36. So if I'm doing a ratio of the stage's length to the previous, I have 36 over 27 because 36 is my current total length, 27 is my previous. So I want to show you how to get these next 2 values because this is where people were getting a little stuck. So if I'm going from stage 1, which has a total of 36 units, and I want to go to stage 2. So I've got distances of 9 here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a third of each segment. So I'm going to break each of these into thirds. And this is how fractals work. So then I'm going to get a protrusion in the middle, just like we did before. And now all of these things, because if we break this into thirds, if I break 9 into thirds, then I get 3, 3, and 3, right? But you'll notice that if I'm doing that for all of these, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3, I have that on these points now. So if I keep this green segment and I'm deleting the blues, which means I've got 4 3s for each of these. 4 3s. Okay, so let's do a little bit of math here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 4 3s. Okay, so if I do this math, I get 4 times 12, which means I'm getting 48 as my distance, my total length. So if I come down here, and you've got this table, I'm going to be putting in 48 right here. And then right here, I'm going to take my stage length, so 48, and I'm going to divide it by the previous stage length, which is 36. So I get this decimal 1.3 repeating, right? So 1.3 repeating. If we keep it in decimal. If I wanted to simplify this fraction, I could factor out a value here. It looks like they both have 12. This is the same as 4 times 12, which we saw, and then this is the same as 3 times 12. So I get this fraction 4/3, which is the same as 1.3 repeating. So that's my ratio here. So you're going to continue to go through this, and I'm hoping that you start to see a pattern that makes your life easier, because as you start to draw your Koch curve steps, you'll notice that it's going to get smaller and smaller. So a little bit more difficult to observe. There's a lot of really cool visuals online. So see how many stages you can draw beyond step 3. You may need scrap paper, so make sure you put those pictures in here if you're doing that. Find the ratio of total length at any step to the previous stage. So total length divided by previous stage. We started that, and we actually saw something really unique, is that this value here is the same as this value here. So I wonder if these values are also going to be the same. So that's something that you're going to figure out and answer in step 4. Step 5, you're going to use that value. And then step 6, 7, and 8, I think I might do another video for those, and I'll post that later, because that, and then steps 9, 10, and 11, really that gets into exponent land, and it talks about what these things are and how they can be used during this investigation, which helps us when we talk about something that is called an exponential function. So I hope this video helps get you jump started on this investigation, and let me know if you have questions. Email me, set up a conference. If you get frustrated, step away, take a break, but come back and reach out to me. So talk to you soon.